So it's here, historically the most bullish month for cryptocurrency all year. But is this going to play out as we expect? October ended up being a disappointment, but November could be shaping up for a big move. Why? Well, there is a lot of macro data going on, institutional buying, and more importantly, a lot of technical analysis charts are telling us, well, the best is yet to come. In this video, I'm going to break down a couple of things we need to be aware of going into November. What you could say may spoil the party, but also what is going on from a technical standpoint with Bitcoin and the wider crypto market that could fuel us into a big move for the end of the year. As always, all I ever ask, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're bringing you content every day, even when we're not at home. As always, thanks very much. Let's get into it. So, like we said, November, historically the most bullish month for cryptocurrency that we get. Obviously, everyone talked about October that ended up being a bit more like Dumptober. However, November historically does tell us we see a medium average of around 9%, but the overall average can be anything up to 40%. We've seen massive moves in November. Look at 2020 as an example, 42.95%. Even 2024 was a 37% move. Now, I know what you'll say. That was the Trump inauguration, or certainly the Trump president election night, which did pump crypto. We went on that rally into 2025. But what do we have to look at? And I guess more importantly, what is worth thinking about? Well, I talked this about yesterday. $50 billion was moved into banks, bailed out by the Federal Reserve, which is never a good thing and tells us that liquidity is a little bit on the shy side. However, this is where Bitcoin and I guess importantly gold does support this. Remember, we've been talking about how much the banks have been accumulating gold for the last few months. In fact, they've been buying more gold than they have done over the past 100 years. So although, yes, they've had to get the Federal Reserve to bail them out in terms of cash, actually gold deposits feel pretty strong. While at the same time, bank reserves, guess what, in US dollars are actually declining. They're at the lowest level since 2020. Does this mean the banks are going to collapse? No. Does it mean we need to keep an eye on it? Absolutely. And this could be one of those key things that spoils the party in November. But here's where it starts to get a little bit more interesting, and there's a lot more to talk about. It. Institutional demand for Bitcoin continues to outweigh new supply. In fact, Bitwise here with their interesting article all about ETFs and public firms buying 975,000 Bitcoin so far this year. And actually, this looks like it's going to outpace by about 7 times what we generally see or what can be produced, which is a pretty insane number. Think about that. You've got way more being bought, even when October feels pretty bearish, than we can produce. This means that at some point the supply squeeze will be here, and November may be one of those months that we see significant buy-in from institutions. Now, if you are wanting to get your favorite cryptocurrency, trade all your favorite cryptocurrency, I've got a fantastic new offer from BitUnix. We're giving 30% rebates back on all those deposits. Deposit $100, you're gonna get $30 back to trade on all your favorite futures. Remember, no KYC, available all over the world, deep liquidity and up-to-date indicators that make sure your trading is absolutely on point. And for trading volume benefits for all you crazy traders out there that exactly know how to time this market, we've got even more for you guys. Check out this. We're offering further deposit bonuses on all of your trading volume. So if you are interested in trading all your favorite cryptos, head over to BitUnix. Link is in the description. So, with that being said, what else can we look at to kind of give us an indication as to why November may end up being a pretty bullish month? Take a look at this. BTC held by addresses with a balance between 10 and 100,000 have been buying like crazy. 52,000 Bitcoin in the month of October. It's about $5.7 billion. And that's not all. Ethereum on exchanges is falling through the floor as institutional demand seems to be increasing and everyone is now buying Ethereum. Absolutely insane. We've not seen these levels on ETH forever. And I think Bitcoin is going to follow a very similar pattern. So with institutionals buying, demand starting to increase, and actually Bitcoin holding around 110 through this weekend, what can we look at from a technical standpoint that's telling us the best of the market yet may be coming? 55 months of compression is about to end. Take a look at this chart here from Merlin the Trader. Last time Bitcoin broke above after a 30-month, it went vertical. This time the wedge is tighter, the base is stronger. One breakout candle is all we need. And again, when we think about what could be coming in November, we also got Fed Waller telling us that rate cuts should continue. We should see further rate cuts in December, although those odds have dropped on the back of some of that data that's come out. This could be the catalyst we need. Further institutional buying as well as rates becoming way more or less. This obviously could signal some massive moves. And if you want to put your tinfoil hat on and think about all of this, the massive insider trader that we believe believe were shorting the market pre-China tariffs closed all of their short positions. Are they going to now start to open longs into November? Are they going to play this market as a lot of us believe that is here to come? Quite possibly. And think of this, over $11.3 billion in shorts will get liquidated if Bitcoin pumps 10%. We talk about market makers, we talk about liquidity hunting on my live streams pretty much most days, how you can look and set your trades up a little bit more favorably. By the way, if you want to get alerts on trades as well as brand new coins and anything else, grab a channel membership down below. It gives you access to our premium Discord. Just click that join button. It's about $8 a month. It is absolutely worth it. But 7.5 billion if the longs get liquidated if Bitcoin dumps 10%. So right now there is an incentive for market makers to push us up as opposed to push us down. And this could play out in the volatility of November as we then head into, generally speaking, a reasonable month. Remember, November is the most bullish month. December tends to be flat. We were down about 2.5% last year. So lots of technicals are telling us that Bitcoin has got some upside momentum. All we need is for no tariff announcements. And it did announce today that actually the Canadian president did actually apologize to Donald Trump, which is, I guess, some sort of positive step forward, but no tariff announcements. Generally, let the market run through November. Liquidity is coming, quantitative easing is on the horizon, and more Fed rate cuts, hopefully, are going to be here. This could be the catalyst to break out of that big upside trend line and send us to a brand new all-time high. As always, let me know what you think in the comments down below of all of this. And don't forget, we bring you content every day, keeping you guys dialed into the market. And don't forget, check out that link to be Unix in the description. And I'm going to see you guys back in the normal setting tomorrow night. Take care.